Fuck did it go?
If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get wise without putting in time, never have the fear of being alive. Forget about the past, the future won't last. Pretend that these stones were not meant to be thrown. If I ever get out of this house alive, gonna set the whole goddamn place on fire.
God, we fucked it up first time back. Wah, wah, wah. But it went right, so that's always good. Back from vacation, everybody. It's been a long week and a half, whatever it's been off. How the hell's everyone doing?
Woo, doing mint. Doing good.
Tired, exhausted. No, ready to take a vacation from the vacation.
Yeah, that too.
Time to go back to work so you can get some rest.
Yeah, one of those, right?
Yeah, I hear that. I've been sleeping for the last 2 days. It's been great, but it's back to the drudgery of work life tomorrow. Not looking forward to it whatsoever. Cheers, bro, Brando. I see you in there, man. Second place winner at boot camp.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and fucking hoes.
He got some points just based on the name, I think.
I believe so. I'd like to send a very warm and heartfelt fuck off to 2 cents. I see you in there. Cheers, Blue Kiss. Cheers, Ty. Cheers, Thunder Dan. Great to finally meet you, brother. That was a highlight there. Cheers, Galaxy. Great to see you. J5. Holy shit, everyone's rolling. Kingfisher's in there. Big Word. Anova. Hoobie. We were talking about this a little bit earlier today, Fluff. Hoobie's bigger than I thought. I think he was like the one person that was actually bigger than I was expecting. He's not a massive guy. Yeah, he's a little bit taller than most, because most of us are pretty skinny, right? And Hoobie's he's pretty stocky, man. He looks like he's got a bit of that farm boy tough to him. I wouldn't fuck around and find out, I don't think.
Yeah, but Hoobie's a lover. He ain't no fighter.
He's a super nice guy. I felt so bad. What was it? The last morning there? I forget which. I woke up just absolutely busting for a fucking shit, and I go running into the bathroom, and you do that, and come out, and poor Hoobie's sitting there hoping to get into the shower, and I'm just like, oh god, I did that to him. So my apologies to Hoobie. It's such a rad dude. I want to do a dab for you, my man, because that's.
Yeah,
I'm still feeling bad about that. Like 3-4 days later, hope you were able to get it out. And then the other thing is, I'd heard later that day that he was actually wanting to have a shower, but didn't want to wake my missus and I up. And that's, once again, the guy's too young for his own kid. So it's, next time, Hoobie, don't hesitate to wake us up, brother. It's morning time, and it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's always like that, though. You know how it is when you stay with fucking other people and you just fucking trying not to be that guy.
When you got that many people together, at some point in time, somebody's going to get in somebody's space. It's just, it's like that. I want to send another shout out to Kingfisher for all the kick-ass food that he was serving up while we were there. I quite literally ate until I made myself sick. I was like the 5 days leading up to the Friday there, I'd had nothing but fast food and stadium food to eat, and very little amounts of that because I was always hoping to catch a better meal at the next stop kind of thing, and it just never happened. So we get there, and Friday morning, he's bean pull with beer belly. I like that, lobster. Yeah. So we get there Friday morning. He serves up like wicked freaking breakfast, and I'm just like, oh my god, is the food not only just kick ass good? I'm just starting to calorie load because I've had very little caloric intake. I work on my feet and I work physically hard, so I pay attention to stuff like that, and I'm worried about like I want to get the energy back and all that because we've got a good busy couple days of smoking weed. And I remember going back for my third helping of supper that day, and as I'm eating, I'm telling the people around me, I'm going to have a tough time sleeping tonight. Like, I'm going to got the stuffed walrus going on as I'll be laying in bed. And, I ended up getting sick.
Us Canadians, we don't get a chance to do this sausage and gravy, or sausage and biscuits, whatever you call it.
So fucking
biscuits and gravy.
His French toast casserole that he made, like, oh my god, man. I'm just like drooling thinking about it. Shout out to you. Also Thunder Dan, everyone for like the hospitality and offered up a bed there for me and the missus. I really do appreciate that one, brother. You're just as awesome as I thought you'd be. And lobster, all the fucking wicked food that you brought up too, man. I got to try the caramels finally. I got to try the Cheez-Its finally. All this good shit I've been hearing about for years. And some good ass eating. That's some good ass eating.
Cheez-Its were my munchies all the way to the border.
Dude, yeah, man, those fucking Cheez-Its are so yummy. And I'll tell you what, that fucking that new little recipe he's got, those pepper jack tahini ones, fucking woohoo! Those things are fire, dude.
Yeah,
it's so great now just to see everybody fucking do everything, man.
I see Emuff in the chat there too. That dude definitely deserves a dab for this one. I mentioned this. Anybody that was at boot camp heard me yapping about this one. That dude pulled the fucking most solid fucking gangster bro move ever. We all know fucking can't bring weed across the fucking border. So when I cross into a new country, we're kind of hoping it would be sort of like Washington or in British Columbia, where you don't have to go far for a dispensary. Like, they're fucking everywhere. New York State seemed to be a little bit different, and we couldn't find one right off the hop when we crossed over. So I called him up on Facebook Messenger because that's the only way I have to get a hold of him. Dude answers because I'm thinking I knew he was planning on going to boot camp. I didn't know what his travel plans were. Maybe he's at home. Maybe he's not. Maybe we can catch him. Maybe we can't. And he was about 2 hours the boot camp side of Cleveland at that time when I called him. We were about 3 hours the Ontario side of Cleveland. So homeboy just fucking, not only did he stop and wait for us, he turned around and met us on the Ontario side of Cleveland, Ohio. And we ended up having like a kick-ass sesh, and we were able to stay lifted for the entirety of the trip to boot camp. To me, just like, I've had some people do some really cool shit for me. I've done some really cool shit for people. But for me to like just call you up on a whim and be like, dude, cross the border, any chance of a meetup? And you're like, dude, not only can we meet up, I'm fucking spinning right around right now. Like, let's make this happen. Man, it's like I said, solid as fuck. Yeah. And I can't remember my personal favorite of the entirety of boot camp, not just the shit that got entered in, was Ebuff's. It wasn't the grapple fritter and it wasn't the bebop. It was that third jar. I'm not sure what it was, but I fucking absolutely loved it. That was my personal favorite.
And I got to try like he fucking, pulled me aside, got to whip out a little bit of that fucking BAM that, he's been holding on to, and that motherfucker was fucking wicked. So, I was super stoked about that, man. to get to see the difference. The cut he sent, the way I grew it, the way he grows it, what he sees in it. You know, that's one of those things. It is just the invaluableness of just everybody's opinion on all of this, their experience with it. To get to have all the genetics just passed through, talked about, seen, done. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was no shortage of jars of like beautiful flower, man, of all different types. Like, the lime green, real fresh smelling stuff to the real dark, knotted up, knurled looking shit that smelled like fucking swamp ass. It was all good, man.
Did anybody do a jar count at any point in time? See how many different jars there were?
Had to have been at least 60.
30?
a lot.
At least 30. I would say probably closer to 40 or 50 maybe. Because there's a lot of small jars, right? They're not all just the big ones like that.
Do you see the fluff jars that he brought?
Fluff. Speaking of big dick swinging moves, right? So most people come in carrying like either your standard canning jar or something
Smaller.
but maybe closer to that or the half size to that. Fluff comes in with jars that are the size of about 3 of these, and they're pretty full. So that was just,
Yeah, man, I told you, like that. I got a problem with big plants, and big plants require big jars. So that's just how that one goes, man. Yeah, that was one of my fucking more favorites. We're all like, they're like, yeah, let's get this competition going. Fucking G-Bay just pulls a chair and a bong up to the fucking comp table, and he's like, all right, I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah,
honestly
jar
think
1
you did
through
the right
9.
thing, Jay. I think that was the right way to go about it, though, because you sat there and you were the only person that I saw at least that sampled each one, and you sat there for an hour or whatever it took you to do it,
Yeah.
and just chilled. Whereas everyone else, we start passing the joints around and just like trying to check off criteria as a group, like you light it, what's your initial terps like, and stuff like that. And then when you start passing around a few times, okay, the joint's getting down to damn near roach, and I can still taste the flower. Okay, well that meant it was good, right? And it was just fuck, man.
I just ripped like a tiny little pinch off each one, so that I wasn't really doing like a full bong load. I was just kind of glazing over the top with a flame and kind of melting everything, getting a one quick little hit, and then just tapping it out. Wasn't really looking to catch the buzz off anything because fuck, I was too far gone to be judging it on buzz. So it was more like a bag appeal and how it felt like the smoke. You know what I mean? Not more because I was just too stoned for fucking just being there. So it's like my brain was already mushed by the time we were judging. So, but they're all fucking beautiful, man. That's the problem when you get 9 different jars of goodies. You're like,
it was cool. It was really cool. A lot of good shit in there. So
It is. I liked having 2 days with it though. That was not kind of like doing it at night, where basically, you were already ripped. You weren't gonna get much fucking higher, but you go through, you get to taste everything. You to really taste it, really kind of get that experience from it, and then in the morning get a little more of that wake and bake with it.
well, yeah, when you wake up, like you wake up and you open the door to the submarine barrack and you take one breath of nice mountain air, and then Yemuff's just fucking smiling at you, laughing with a big thumb-sized joint. You're like, really? Give me a minute. And he's like, you had a minute. I was like, all right, fucking okay. Here we go.
you had a minute, then you opened the door. That was your fault.
I stretched and yawned, and that was it. Get the fuck going. Let's go.
That's right. You had that much time. I don't know what the fucking problem was.
Yeah.
number 2, that was Adam's Platinum Truffle, 2 cents. That was good. I really like that one too. I like, man, it's like, how do you pick your favorite kid in a way, almost, like,
It's easy. That one's fucking better. Fucking kid's cool. This kid's an asshole and gives me all kinds of problems. You know what? If you asked my parents, fucking when I was a kid, which kid was better, guarantee you hands down, they would have been like your sister. Fucking not even fucking two thoughts about it. All right. So it's an easy question. You pick the one that's better.
Fair enough, I guess. I don't even know how to follow that.
Oh shit, no, man. It's so fucking cool. Like, I believe it was Kingfisher said maybe this morning, or it was in a Discord post that he posted that I think every jar got at least a vote in that competition. It wasn't just fucking like, you know, every single jar up there had something to vote for, you know. So that's, you know, in past years, we could have definitely just had a fucking, you know, this one is hands down the one, right? We have great fucking weed all around, but this fucking stomped every, you know, there was a lot to vote for this year. So
yeah, that was cool. So here's one that deserves a lot of discussion in the coming months. There's been talk about what to do next year. Do we find a similar place, a little bit better for our friends with mobility issues? Because, you know, we had some steep inclines and stairs that made it tough for some people. There's mention of maybe Vegas for 2026, which I think would be absolutely the fucking bomb. This morning we were talking about a Colt, and then somebody threw a Colorado out there. You know, so we got all these options and a shitload of time to think about it and put planning into it, but at the same time, no time like the present to start thinking about shit like this, because it's, well, it could be fun. Dr. LeBay's all for fucking Vegas already.
I vote Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan actually got brought up this morning too, actually. It's another very friendly place, climate for us. So that would be cool. That would be cool to be down for something like that as well.
Yeah, we got lots of cannabis-friendly folk over there, and beautiful scenery.
right.
Party at Blue Kisses.
That'd be all right.
Just Crasher, please.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That could be. Oops. Starting to
Just clicking. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Damn. Michigan getting a lot of love already. That could be all right. I would be down.
Set it up for, well, they always have pretty good festivals there too. Like, I'm not sure we could talk to some of the folk that are there doing the thing, but find one that's not so based on the vending side of things and more on maybe the music and arts kind of side of thing. And something like that would be neat, because then there'd be a lot of background activity. Not that we need it, really. We fucking have a hell of a time, just 20 or 30 of us sitting around picnic tables playing with our weed jars. Fuck, we have a good enough time doing that. But
Yeah. Because, like, the way I look at it, I'm now that we're passported up, I'm trying to plan kind of 3 trips next year. I want to go back to Toronto and rock it with you, Magpie, and Noof, and Jay Patrick again, because that would just be absolutely the fucking bomb. I had a great time, and I want to be able to bring the kid this time and go to a couple shows to fuck Budweiser Stage, Rogers Stadium. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd go do something like that. I'd like to do a Vegas trip next year, because why the fuck not? And it's one place I know I could probably lure Fluff and his old lady to go meet up. Most of the traveling I do, and he just looks at me like I'm fucking stupid when I try and invite him. Vegas gets a response every single time. So, you know, yeah, it's like, even if he doesn't want to go, his old lady will.
I don't look at you stupid. You just have horrible fucking timing.
I like how he just says that. Well, if you don't want to go, we'll just fucking take everyone else.
Oh.
That's right.
My timing always seems to work good for me. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
I know. That's the issue.
Yeah, and that's actually the thing too there, Big Word, is so here's something cool. Well, when we were planning on going to booth camp and that Green Day concert last year, a part of it we were going to bring the kid and do that, see Niagara Falls and a bunch of other shit. And then when we were going to Ontario with time to kill before we go to booth camp this year, we were going to be able to work Niagara Falls into the mix, and it was going to be fucking great. But due to all the fucking around and that shithole rental company, Economy Car Rentals, don't fucking use them, guys. Hitting fees and charges and shit like that, don't fucking do it. You'll save money just going with a more expensive car company. But with all that screwing around, we missed out on Niagara Falls. We probably could have done it when we come back into the country, but at that point in time, I just want to get to the fucking airport and not miss my plane. And we ended up with like a 7-hour wait once we got to the airport. So I guess we sure didn't miss the plane. Probably
could have fucking slept in a little bit, man, or maybe went to Niagara Falls. Yeah.
The sleeping in, probably not, because I had my alarm set for 3:30 and I was up at 2:30. And
Yeah.
out the door at 3:10 as we were pulling out. So
I was up early the last day too because I had left there. It was funny if you notice what time I left on Saturday. It was right at 4:20. It was when I was pulling out of camp. 4:20 Saturday afternoon. But yeah, what a drive that was.
how was the Serpent Mountain lobster? That was another one that I was interested in doing. And it's like, but like, honestly, by the time we got to booth camp, man, I was so fucking tired and exhausted from the whole 5 days of vacation or supposed vacation before that, because it was go, go, go. I didn't want to do shit. I just wanted to sit there. On the Saturday that EMUF left, we were trying to arrange to go see a Cincinnati Reds game that day, and I was really, really excited for that. Never been to a baseball game before, and to go see Ellie De La Cruz, who fuck man, one of his fucking cards sitting right here. This is one of the ones that you dropped off for me at booth camp. One of my favorite players in baseball. To see him at my first game would have been amazing. To go do it with a rad brother like Ema fucking Haw would have been amazing. But I'm like, dude, I'm fucking tired. Like, I just want to sit and chill. And then also, like I said, I would have felt like a douchebag for running out on all you guys just to go watch a baseball game. That's the kind of thing that if we would have had a third full day of camp, that would have been the deal there. So that would have been the time to go. But it wasn't. So another thing, if I go to Toronto area, fuck, maybe we could meet up and go check out a fucking Jays game or a Tribe game or something, dude. Who knows?
Yeah, it's hard to kind of get up and see everything when you're kind of expecting to see a big group of people, and it's one of those. It's hard to get everything done that you want to do when you do a trip like that, right?
And I knew it was going to be hard, right? Because I wanted to do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and stuff as well. It was just like, this shit just doesn't pan out, and it's not the end of the world. But also knowing now that if I'm planning on doing a Toronto trip later, so at some point in time next year, depending on how long we're there for, well, if you go to Cleveland for a game or something like that, forget maybe the Jays are there or something like that, that's only 3 hours from the border. So that's maybe 3.5. So to me, that's fuck all. So that could be a doable thing. Or maybe we get his ass up to Toronto.
There you go.
So should we unwrap the sign and see how it made it?
You should unwrap the sign and see how it looks.
I
Show
took it off
everybody
the
the amazingness.
I haven't touched it since, so it's still in. Whoever wrapped it up, it's still in the package.
So Caribou, in your experience, when it came to the fucking cannabis presented, was your favorite the favorite of the fucking collective? Was that one your favorite, or did you have a favorite otherwise?
Yeah, I think it was just because it was. I gave it 2 coins just because I thought it was the one that stood out the most to me. It was all good, all a little different, but that was the one that just was way different than anything else in there. So I was like, okay, we'll give it that. And then after I didn't cast my vote till the second day. I kind of waited till the end and wanted to sample as much as possible. Because like you were just saying, having 2 days with it was fucking awesome. I like that. And if we're able to do a similar format next year, I like the idea of, say, putting it out there on day 1 or 2 and then doing the voting on day 3, because it was just it was cool, like, just to spend time doing the Wake and Bake and, rechecking it out, because I'd already formed opinions on everything that we'd smoked the night before, and there was a couple of them that I liked a little bit more the next day than I did the day before, and there was one that I didn't like as much the second day as I did the night before. So it's
Right. There was a lot of differences that happened from the night to the day. The small temperature changed, the jars changed, and it definitely changed a lot for me in the judging also. Like I said, the winner was definitely the winner on that day, but the second day I was actually leaning more towards the boats and hoes, the other one.
Boats
So
and Hose got my other vote.
yeah. I think mine went separate from yours. I did 2 for boats and hoes and 1 for the fucking
Okay.
Lotus petals. So
Who wrapped this sign up? Good job.
I don't.
It lasted.
I got through the garbage bags and now there's like saran wrap and paper towel. It's all.
Well, dude, that sign is like that
Precious.
sign is fucking cool, man. It's I just talked about how Emuff did like a really solid bro move for me. Well, this is like this might be the coolest thing anyone's ever made for me. Like I'm a fucking trinket type person, right? Like I fucking love fucking shit like that. When somebody, I've been saying for about 5 years, stop fucking buying me shit for Christmas. Like if you see something that screams Brad, then sure, maybe. But I'd rather send me a recipe or something like that. I would appreciate that. Or something that you actually put some time and thought into. That is time and thought. That is solid fucking amazing. And let's big screen G-Bay on this.
It's completely unscathed. It's 100%.
Yes.
So we'll get a nice. Let me get my camera set up a bit different here, and I'll give you a.
So Magpie made this for me to take down there and get signed by everybody down there. And I believe we actually did get everybody down there. Problem is, there's 3 signatures that are very much missing from there, that they might not have actually been at the booth camp south, so to speak. But Mr. Magpie, the dude that made that sign and was our kick-ass tour guide, he had a clue, and that's all we needed. We learned the rest on the fly, getting around there, and it was great. He kept us lifted the entire time we were in Ontario, as well as our return trip home. So this thing is, his signature has to be on there. Absolutely. The other thing is Noof. I went out and had an absolute riot of a time at Tom Cochran and The Who with Noof and G-Bay and Mr. Magpie. And I've been saying for years, out of everybody in the Caribou crew, whatever we want to call ourselves, Booth Club, whatever, that Noof is the one person more than anyone else I'd love to go see a show with. Just because we've been in Discords rocking out and jamming together. And you see just when a motherfucker loves music. And he's one of those guys. Noof is like an air raid siren out there, man. Like, he was loud and awesome. Like, it's pretty rare that you got someone that's louder than I am at a show. And that's coming straight from my old lady. And he was putting me to shame. At one point in time, I was trying to fucking, like, get as loud as him, and I couldn't. My voice was already gone. And he's just fucking going. I was like, you win.
Yeah,
so yeah, you absolutely need to be on there as well, and as well as Jay Patrick. Dude, I didn't get to spend nearly enough time with you. We just got to hang out kind of a little bit at during the 2 opening bands at the System of a Down show, and I was glad that we did that. It sounded like we didn't really miss much from those 2 bands, and you know, it was great. But as soon as they were done, we had to bolt the fuck out of there because we were racing time to take the subway and the last train back. Otherwise, we get stranded downtown Toronto. So I have a lot of thanks and a lot of gratitude and salutations for a lot of everybody along the way with this trip. It's been amazing. I have two regrets, only two regrets. One is we didn't get to have a bit more laid back atmosphere hanging out with Magpie. I talked about this earlier. I can do hustle and bustle and let's fucking go very well. He's a bit more laid back than I am, and he would just be a little bit more fair. I don't know if fair is the right word I'm looking for, but along those lines. But to just have that chill out time and let him fucking relax, kind of, you know. And the second one is that I didn't get to see a little bit more of Jay Patrick. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go back next year and kind of do it right, where maybe we can get a day off in between and just actually get together and chill. Maybe somebody's got a barbecue we can fire up or something awesome like that. But also, huge shout out to everybody around there that, Ontario that kind of rallied to help when it was sounding like we weren't going to be able to go to booth camp. We get to this shit economy rental car place and had everything booked up, unlimited mileage. We are ready to go. Cars paid for. And we get there and they start, well, they hit you with hidden fees, right? For this and that. Oh, are you staying in Ontario? Oh, no, we're going south to Ohio. Oh, well, that's another hidden fee. And then they're going to all of a sudden you go from not being or having unlimited mileage to we're going to start charging you for everything over the border. Like, holy fuck, this is going to cost, by our math, between $1,200 and $1,500 extra. I was like, holy shit. So I'm seeing it, and then he's it's on top of the $1,000 damage deposit that he asked for. I'm like seeing my eyes are fucking spinning like the reels on a slot machine, just seeing the dollars leave in my pocket. I'm like, holy fuck, we can't do this. At one point in time, he was even refused to rent us the car when we were going south. So I was like, okay, let's just stay in Ontario, I guess. Worst case scenario, we get to see Sister over down twice. But once it was sounding like I might not be able to come south, Jay and a bunch of other people kind of rallied together. Well, let's find something to do. We'll get together, do like a dinner or something like that. It never actually panned out, but the kind thoughts in an attempt to get something together, I very much appreciate that shit. It's just cool to have people looking out. You know what I mean?
We've said it forever, man. We have the coolest motherfucking crew.
Yeah.
Just all there is to it.
Dude, I've seen it in the flesh. I've lived it. I've had strangers because in a way that's what we all are, strangers. We see each other on screen and stuff like that, but do we actually know the real us? Yeah, probably for the most part, actually. But you don't know because we're fucking just internet faces. You get out there, these people are just like, yeah, we got this, like I said, you about fucking hot, dude. I'm already like, fucking.
Uh-oh, that might be the computer fucking going.
Just to give you some fucking weed.
Oh.
Am I back now? I'm frozen on my side.
You're frozen on the screen, but I can hear you. Well, there you go. There you go. You're back. You're back. You're back. Woo!
Told you like a piece of shit.
Barely made it.
It's you're right. It never ceases to amaze me that this crew is exactly what you see in chat on fucking Discord. Everybody is exactly who they fucking are. There's no bullshit around here. That's so fun. Like that. Makes me happy.
But yeah, it just reinstated in me being down there why I do this and being part of this community, how awesome it is. Where else can you go and just? I couldn't really hear the show this morning too much because I was rocking a fucking bandsaw. But just like listening to you guys talk about it this morning was nice too. Just how it comes together and the atmosphere is. Everyone's on such the same level So it's really nice that way. We're all kind of there for the same cause. It makes everything, pretty easy going to just get up and enjoy your day.
But it definitely is kind of the interesting part that yeah, fuck, I don't know, man. Give me a minute to think about how I was gonna that. Sounds stupid now that I said it, but look at that, right, he. Well, and I think it was also a bunch of real smart ass comments that got everything.
Yeah, that's really it too. Yeah, like some crazy fucking lumberjack in BC started this thing, and now we all get together and show our weed off to each other.
Isn't it awesome though?
It's fucking amazing.
Isn't it awesome though?
Trying to explain how this happened to some of my friends in the real world, it's like they just fucking stare at me. I'm like,
nobody gets it, man. The outsiders don't get it, and they don't need to. It's not for them. Exactly. You know what I mean? This is for us, and let's make the circle bigger by all means. But I'm 100% comfortable if it doesn't get any bigger. You know, like I relate better to all of you guys that I'm looking at G-Bay and Fluff, but everyone in the live chat here, I relate better to you guys than I do all these everyday people. That my coworkers, they're good people. I work with everyone I work with, great people, but they're different than I am, right? We just everybody's on different frequencies, and I'm over fucking here and they're over there, and I just feel like y'all are kind of more like over here with me.
Bro, we had you sucked in a long time ago. You didn't fucking realize this?
We've been full on fucking fully fledged cult for years. Who was it? I can't even remember who the fuck it was in the Discord. Was accusing us of being a cult. Fuck, I can't. I'm trying to. I would call
that dude, that fucking breeder from the fucking Washington. Fucking. Oh, what did he fucking? Oh,
anyways, when if you remember the name, by all means, let's fucking mention it because it's funny as shit to me. But this is a couple years ago, and we had Tara was rolling with us and trying to do a little bit of like advertising and shit for us. This guy asked if she would go on her channel, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to do that because Brad might get mad." I'm like, "I don't fucking care." How many times have you guys gone on other people's channels to talk? And I couldn't fucking care less, right? Like, do what makes you happy by all means. But when she said that, all of a sudden I get this dickhead blowing up my fucking DMs talking about what kind of cult are you running over there, not letting your people come and talk on my channel. And I was like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? We are a fucking cult, full on. I like he lit me up or tried DMing me a bunch more after that, and I didn't even open him up because at that point I'd already fucking won. If you're that sensitive and stuff like that, so yeah, full on. Noof was around for that. Noof might remember who that was because I remember he was fucking. Noof's a solid bro, man. He was coming to our defense all now, and I remember. I love this group of people. My voice is still shot.
Oh yeah, I can feel it. I'm surprisingly pretty good for riding that bike back and forth.
Well, yeah, bro. Like I said, I don't know how you did it on that thing, man.
Those
would kill me.
Thought it'd be worse. I think it's because I had like my tank bag was pretty full, and I had the backpack on my back, so like.
So your arm was just fucking leaning against it. Just
there was like walls, and my body slid into the middle, like, and I just kind of like.
I had pack yourself in and made sure you could steer.
yeah, pretty well. And the tires cooked. The back tire is toasted. It started to. I went out for a little ride last night and I slipped twice. I'm like, yeah, we're bald. There's not a bit of tread left on that fucking thing. Good times. She made her.
We're coming through on our way down, and it's fucking pissing rain. Like Southern Ontario was hammered down rain, and we're just like, fuck, G-Bay's up ahead somewhere.
Yo, I took it all.
We knew you were down around the border already for the night, but didn't know exactly where. And we're just like, fuck, man. Like, I hope he's okay out there. So it's like,
Dude, this is
I
how it
know,
happened.
anytime you see a flashing light on the side of the road, just hoping that's not your buddy that's been fucking greased all over the side of the fucking road. You know what I mean? And thankfully, it didn't. You were there when we got there. It was like, but like when we pull up, it's dark, so you can't see. You're kind of scanning for a bike because you're not quite at the people there yet. And when we walk up, there's people in the hangout area. G-Bay, yeah, he's here. So okay, fuck it.
Well, like I stopped. It was in New York. I came down through Buffalo and only like I basically just hooked around the bottom of Lake Erie and grabbed a campsite kind of right away. So I was really close to home still, basically, but on the state side. And I grabbed a campsite on this nice little cliff. I put a little Instagram post about it. Some of you might have seen it. And it was great weather. Everything was fine. I woke up, no rain, great weather. But I'm sitting at the picnic table having my yogurt and shit, and I'm looking across the lake. And anyone who lives on the Great Lakes knows what I'm talking about. When you see the front, like the wall, it's like nice clear skies and everything, and then there's just a fucking mass of cloud that's like just slowly coming. You can see it, like you can just watch it making ground, and I'm like, oh, that's like a legit timer. Like when that hits, it's over, and it's gonna catch me. So it's like I either just let it hit me and I start my day like that, or I get out of here as quick as I can and let it catch up to me at some point. And yeah, I didn't get very far. It was with me for about 4 hours riding through. Yeah, basically riding through all of New York and Ohio, Pennsylvania, all that. Basically till I was almost fucking there. But then when I almost got there, I'm telling you, anyone who rides a bike where we went had some of the best roads I've driven on in a long time. Like I live in Cottage Country, Ontario, where some of the best motorcycle riding is around where I come from. So it was nice to not be on straight roads the whole time. But coming into the camp, man, was fucking epic.
Actually, you know what? I gotta say that I was impressed with the infrastructure in Ontario and it going all the way through the States. Your all's fucking highways and interstates fucking rule. BC's fucking roads and highways are fucking terrible at best in comparison. Like it's a joke. Like, wow. Like, the 401, that was, I'm sure it's a lot worse. I never got to experience in rush hour. Actually, I guess we did, though, on our way to the rental car place. So I didn't think it was any big deal because there's room for people to move and not come to screeching stops. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, it doesn't do too bad, but it's always interesting to see state by state to look at their fucking roads. We used to laugh a lot. Illinois, towards the north end of it, used to have some pretty nice roads, pretty decent, like all the fucking time. But Indiana, not so much. And it was like literally you knew the second you crossed the state line because you went from this beautiful running road to like instantly just road noise and potholes and shit. That was just, their highways were a little bit better, but their general, their highways kind of suck too, but they've done better over the years. So, but yeah, it is interesting, definitely, to see the infrastructure between state to state to state.
I appreciate being able to just go because I put on a lot of miles, both for my job and for traveling to go have fun on life adventures. And having to come to a dead stop in the middle of 100 fucking kilometer an hour speed zone drives me absolutely batshit when the only problem is these dipshits over here don't know how to run a merge lane. This is very basic stuff. Or just, make the roads wider so that, people can move over and have that space. And I realize we got things like mountains to contend with, which makes things a fair bit more difficult. But they did build the Coquihalla through the mountains, and that highway's pretty fucking sweet in summer. So,
yeah, I just followed my GPS and I hit no tolls, no highways. And it brought me through some of the fucking hillbilliest shit ever. I got to see, I went through, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. I hit a bit of West
Ooh.
Virginia on the way home.
You better be careful going down there through West Virginia.
I had to-
No highways in West Virginia. It's scary.
Ding 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 ding. No,
Yeah,
I went through a hole in a mountain. That was kind of cool, like a tunnel. It was just trippy as shit because I woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm driving places I've never fucking been before. Blindly following a cell phone that's sitting in my tank bag. It's kind of like not level, so the phone is constantly reading that my phone's facing a different direction. So every time I glance down at my phone, the direction of the arrow I'm fucking trying to follow is always fucked up.
you need to get a better mount, bro.
I do. I have a nice quad lock mount on my handlebars, but I don't have the case for it. Anyways, yeah. So I'm in a constant state of fucking panic, basically. Like, what cutoff do I take and all this? And like Rosman just put up there, the bridge over from Ohio to Kentucky was so cool. Should have got video.
Yeah, man, going into that was fucking gorgeous, dude.
I had the same thing leaving. I guess it would have been Pennsylvania or Ohio to West Virginia. I don't know, whatever. I was going somewhere, and I was on these really, really high up highways. They were like clover leaving off and going all over the fucking place. And then that's right where I went through the mountain and shit. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Right at sunrise too. So it was pretty neat.
Going down there, like, because me and Yemov show up there at about 9 o'clock at night, so it's dark as fuck. There ain't no street lights out there. Cell service is iffy at best. And I'm like having, like, the hills have eyes comes to mind. Like, where the fuck am I? This is like the fucking second or third time I've ever been to the States. This is fucking south as fuck. Thunderdan will correct my shit and explain this sure as fuck ain't no fucking south. But you know, to me, it sure as fuck seemed like it was.
I was commenting to my wife now. The drive into this booth camp way less shady looking than the one in Southern Illinois. The one in Southern Illinois really gives you fucking banjo vibes, bro. But then once you get there, it's like, all right, sweet. But when you turn on that first road going in, just like when you turn on the first road going in this place, you're like, are you sure? Like, I don't really see anything, and this looks a little fucked up, right? It was way worse on the other one. So I was really happy about that.
I was thinking, what the hell? Where the fuck is this taking me?
Yeah, it's like, if I go to the right place, fucking expecting fucking, like I said, you hear the banjos at any fucking second there. To be honest, though, when the last 30 miles or so where it's all fucking winding roads and shit, that actually felt like BC highways in the dark. Like, that's because it's all winding and nothing's straight, and I was fucking hauling ass.
Yeah, you must have said you were comfortable.
Yeah.
I like hearing those pipes sing on the bike, but sometimes when you get up in those valleys, just let it rip. Let everyone know I'm there.
Oh shit, they got fucking stealth ass hillbillies in Louisiana. Be careful, Big H.
Get stealth hillbillies, son of a bitch.
Like,
no, man, Louisiana doesn't fucking have hillbillies. They have fucking swamp people, all right? You think hillbillies are bad? They got motherfucking swamp people. You don't fuck with them. That's way worse.
Walking through there with fat lips. I don't got a pretty mouth. I don't got a pretty mouth.
Oh, Jesus. Sure do. Ninja Billies.
Oh God, me and my wife think we found the gas station that fucking Thunder Dan kept trying to go to for bread and was like not the fucking right. Remember the ghettos he was talking about? I think we found that one, so we laughed a lot about that shit. It was like, well, fuck, if that's what we thought the store was, ain't no wonder you didn't find fucking nothing.
Yeah, well, fuck, we found a good store that was like in the other direction. That was like an actual half a grocery store. It was pretty good, I thought. She fucking looked inbred. I was afraid. Okay.
Gotta talk to people like they're normal.
So we got gas, and I got like because we had American money we're trying to burn off, and so
You're just trying to fucking give motherfuckers money.
no, dude, I was
$20.
fucking scared. I was scared. So we pumped gas, and there was fucking change left, and I was like, "Fuck that! The hills have eyes. Live around here. I can fucking tell by looking at the lady behind the counter." And I was freaked the fuck out. I just wanted to go. And so the old lady fucking pulled my card and went in and got my fucking change for me. She was scared.
I'm glad your old lady fucking stacked up and went and fucking got it.
That's how bad I wanted to get out of there. She was freaky.
$27 Canadian.
She looked inbred enough that $27
She
wasn't
did.
worth it. I was
He just
scared.
has too chicken shit to do.
I didn't want to squeal like a pig.
I'm gonna have to make
My-
you squeal like a pig now, knowing it's $27.
Really? My voice was blown out. I couldn't squeal like a pig. It would have sounded funny. It would have been really bad for me. It would have been bad for me, and that's okay. See, that's
$30 is $30.
it wasn't
It
30,
was $27.71.
which isn't 30.
Damn near.
So I gotta put up with it at all times.
Yeah,
I don't know. They said I was pleasant.
she was delightful. Absolutely.
So
You guys don't get to see the real her. It was all
Well,
that.
probably not. Probably not. I mean, the guys. My wife feeds them carrot cake, and they think she's a fucking angel. All right, but
I know.
they don't know the fucking beatings that happen behind.
They don't
fucking-
know.
I got
Yeah, as soon as this fucking camera goes off, dude, it's like iron fucking fist. Like it's terrible, terrible.
Yeah.
So I feel you, Caribou. That's why we're here. It's the only place that we can be ourselves without the fear of looking over our shoulder. Well, not sometimes.
Dude, I'm within striking distance right now.
Well, usually she's not that close. I don't think.
Typically not. Typically
Yeah.
I'm just glad she can't try to fucking choke me with joints all the way from over in BC.
more often.
not. Fucking Adam.
What did Adam say?
Yeah. Don't risk the fucking carrot cake, mister. You can fucking stay home next year. You send that lady.
The carrot cake was good though. It was fucking so good.
I'm only risking my own, guys. She'll fucking love you and fucking make it for you and rub it in my face. Don't worry.
The bunt cake style of the carrot cake too, so I can walk in and sans the plate and just fist fuck some carrot cake. That's what I'm about. I don't have nothing in my way. I walk in the cabin, it's there. I grab a piece by my hand and just eat it. No fork, no plate, no nothing. And no one can really keep track because I'm done before I leave the cabin again. So like I walk in and walk out, and no one's none the wiser that I just shoved a piece of carrot cake down my gullet.
Oh, it was great. I was like, because I didn't want to be the one to break the seal on that stuff, right? And I walked into the cabin for something.
You heard that right. He fist
That's
fucked
cake.
the cake, and
Didn't even know about it until the following day.
y'all, he let the rest of you eat that. You hear that shit?
Yo.
But he didn't.
That's why you can never trust the food at a fucking social event. You know what I mean? Because it's always
Especially when
fucking
it's called
people.
Booth Fest. I didn't do anything to the cake.
You are lucky, Luby. You are lucky. It was, y'all seen American Pie, right? Think of that with a fist.
Yeah. Thought it was a little salty. Oh, Jesus. Okay, what did I start? Fuck. Oh, and Miss Bigword's delectables that were everywhere. She made these little banana caramel cups, or I don't know what the fuck they were called, man. But oh man, and the banana brittle.
Yeah, I actually, you know what my favorite thing of hers was the chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, they were.
Just the good old fashioned chocolate chip cookies, man. I could have dummied like a million of those.
I don't know whatever was in those plastic fucking tubs. It was like a toffee fucking caramel thing, but I think I ate 2 tubs of those myself. So Yeah, I get that. Dude, those things were fucking fire, man.
I snuck one of them home.
It was like I looked at the door a few times and I was like, "Ooh, those are getting pretty low." I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna fucking sneak one of those. I'm gonna take that back to the cabin with me for
The
snacking time
container of the
later.
banana brittle.
Was it called banana brittle?
the
That's
little
what it
container
was.
with the white powdery fucking stuff there? Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was just such a
Banana, holy fuck! Yeah,
good time with so much good food. Like I said, I literally ate until I made myself sick. And yeah, and didn't feel bad about it at all until I got sick.
Yeah.
But after that, I felt good again.
I didn't get any blueberry muffins.
Is Noni's Nation? Is that Big Word's wife?
Yes.
Okay, I
Took me a minute too the other week. I was like, who the
I
fuck
saw
is
her comment from there near the beginning of the show, and I was like, I wonder. And then immediately forgot about that thought, and now it just becomes very clear to me.
made me laugh was the 2 containers of cookies that were inside, the chocolate chip and the peanut butter. They just had like fist holes in the side of the saran wrap. Like no one had actually like unwrapped these things at all. They just started to mouse their way in, and you know what I mean. So like half the cookies or more are gone from the container or plate, but there's only one little entrance enough for a hand to get in under the saran wrap. Fucking mouse around to get your snacks.
And it got to be the point where it was tough to get them out too, because all the ones on like they're basically they're rectangular fucking containers kind of.
Like, once you grabbed a cookie,
It was
your hand was too big.
Then you got to get on it.
Got to snake up in there and fucking wiggle
Oh,
back up.
yeah.
And then once you got the fucking clamp on the cookie, it doesn't wiggle as easy, man.
That's it. It's like that gold bar trick at the airport. If you can get it out of the box, it's yours. Oh, I just want a cookie. No, do we lose Fluff? Oh no,
I don't know. I think I'm back.
You just had a burp, a hiccup, whatever.
Yeah, my shit was fucking like, fuck y'all for a second. I don't know why. Hey, what's everybody smoking on tonight, man?
Fuck, I was too high. I haven't even smoked anything. I've been doing dabs of a whole bunch of stuff.
Bro, speaking of dabs, man, fucking that not the swamp. Fuck, fuck. What was it, Lobster? Are you still there, man? Was it the swamp water? I feel like there was 2 of them. There was like swamp fumes or something fumes, and then, but yeah, whatever that one was. Oh.
And then
The names of his rosins were awesome.
Bro, his rosins were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I believe that was some of his winnings from Wasp Honey. That was
there a raspberry something or a strawberry something?
Yeah, there was a
Icelandic strawberries or something like that. Alpine strawberries.
That Wasp Honey, man, that is one after smoking that dab, not even just flat out for just like because I didn't think it was the best in like the flavors of all the dabs he had, but that motherfucker hit like a goddamn Mack truck, and I want to see what that flower is all about. So I may end up looking for that one. That was, and if the flower doesn't hold up like that, the dude who did the extraction on that, fucking hats off to that dude, because that shit was fucking fire.
That sounds pretty fucking good, Jason.
Yeah, that's it. I like the name too.
Yeah,
Shards.
sounds pretty good. Yeah, I know. I forget what I was gonna say.
So when like I know it's fun talking about booth camp and stuff, but I got some plants going.
Yeah, what you got going on?
They're not dying anymore. They're actually like healthy looking and everything. If you guys didn't witness the fucking great cook-off of 2025, then you wouldn't know that it happened. Oh, the Primal Punch is liking whatever's happening. It could use a little drink. Well, it feels, the weight's there. I don't know. It's a little droopy, but it's nice and bushy, and it's got itself back to a nice stature. I don't really have any yellowing of leaves. This was a re-veg, so there's a little bit left under there of the bud that was the main culprit, but otherwise, that's a full-on plant. They're ready for some cloning and whatnot. We've got some sour diesel grape that has bushed out and become a full-on plant now. So that's ready for some cloning as well. I can clean up the inside of all that.
So cute, you call that a plant?
Well, it's a small little plant.
It's a little baby.
Then we got the Pack-a-Punch. It's ready for cloning too. I got 4 or 5 nice branches on here. Now this Pack-a-Punch, I don't even really. I know it's a cross with the grape hoolie, but I don't even include that in with the talks of it because it's just so fucking lemony, like the Pack-a-Punch was. I can't distinguish anything that's in the flower from this clone that's any different than the Pack-a-Punch I grew, and I can't pick up any of the traits of the grape. So it's like an outcross Pack-a-Punch basically. But everywhere I go and everyone I show it to is like, wow, holy jeez, that's lemony, like almost like a lemon indica kind of thing. So it's kind of neat that way. So I really like that cut. So good thing that's there and sticking around. And then all the seedlings I started that I cooked and I had to bring back to life, they're kind of shitty, but you know, they're there and they're green. So we got those. And then there's a couple more in there, here and there, some other different ones. But, you know, you got the gist of it right there. Actually, I'll show you this. This is an accomplishment. A couple of the clones that I did that were in the really hot soil never really came out, and they were just like, see, that's like still a big bud there. But finally, I'm getting the re-veg that I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Got a shoot down here, and I got a shoot up here. But it's still like some of that flower is still green, and it's like, fuck, does it ever smell good? But it's taking its sweet ass time, but it's happening. Basically, what I'm getting at is I have the garden under control now, nutrient wise, and I'm not burning anything. We're kind of back on a feed schedule that I know what's going on, and I sort of understand now. Because I was switching from the Guy Green dry amendments to trying to find something new. And I found it, kind of making my own little soil and then just topping with the fish. Be working. And then I got this set up. I haven't spaced them out properly yet, but the tent's all cleaned up. I got 7 pots in there with trays, and I filled them with the soil. Or not soil, but my mix tonight. So gonna get some water, some bottom water into there to moisten up that stuff, get it ready for planting in the next couple days. And I also took the cloner apart. It had bleach running in it for, not pure bleach, but bleach water running in it for a week or 2 or 3 or 6 or 9. And yeah, so it was nice and disinfected. Got an air conditioner set up in here to keep the temps low because they were getting a little jacked. Lights are up and ready. And where are we shining? There we go. So I got quite a bit of LED up top there. There's 780 watts up there in a 4x4. So she cranks when I want it to. But we're at it. We've added 2 pots this time, and I'm gonna probably grow them a little longer too. Just because that last harvest was a little bleh. I could have done better. It was probably maybe like 10 ounces, maybe 8-10 ounces off 5 plants. It was like pretty rough. Good quality smoke, but man.
Yeah, that's one that the last run was good for me, but and well, you guys got to fucking smoke it, right? I was so that last run was pretty much I brought a jar of every plant from that blue thunder bomb that I grew from last run is what was there at camp. You know, decent run and everything, but right, it was one of those where the terps for me just weren't anything to fucking write home about, right? They weren't anything I was looking for on that one. And so For me, it was sad. It was a decent wage, sure, but it was one of those. You know, probably could have done a little better to do things, change things around a little bit. I know there was a little bit of a lemony kick inside of it. Is could I have brought that out with a little different feedings and things like that? It's always one of those things I try to wonder. I'll get more into one. Or I'll definitely get to looking into that more, especially as I'm going into these black forest hunts even more. So, just focusing on, especially if I'm keeping a cut from any one of them, making sure that every run's better on that one while I'm searching for all these other ones too. It'd be a good barometer to have that plant kicking around. It's always one I do with the Hawaiian since I've had it around for years. Kind of pluck it in, and as long as I take care of it, do half the work to it, I know exactly what I should expect out of it. So, shit, excuse me.
Can we fucking take a second here to light Clay up for the fucking dumbass stoner move of the fucking week? Like I think it was like the first or second day there, he handed me a pack of seeds, and I was fucking stoked because I got it. You sent me a pack of his seeds like a year or two ago, and I think I gave them to Joel Scott at the time. And then since then, I'm like, fuck, I want to run his gear. So he sends me a pack, and I was looking at all the gear I brought home, and the Blue Velvet RS16. And he was talking about, like, I've heard about the RS16. I've heard about Blue Velvet. I got to try the Blue Velvet, which was one of my favorites as well from the non-entered jar stash there. It's good stuff. The other pack is, right, there's one vial of seeds in there. The other side of the pack, though, Black Truffle Blue Velvet. Get in there. There's just one of those flap disc packs in there. And I'm like, well, son of a bitch. So I had to fucking DM him and find out what's up. And it, it's just, well, it's definitely one of those. It says.
Definitely one.
Yeah, I had a good laugh. Anytime you get a chance to take the piss out of Clay, you just need to.
Oh yeah.
So did you get the answer, or the answer was it's definitely one of those?
No, it definitely is. There's one. He says one of the sets of seeds is orange, like more orange than normal, and these ones don't appear to be. So, yeah. See, they don't appear to have. See, this is where right there they have an orange tinge, the Black Truffle ones, and these ones don't appear to be. So, we'll see.
That's kind of neat.
It is. So
I've had purple seeds before, but it was just like a membrane on there. It was really weird.
And then shout out to Big Word for the orange gasm seeds. That's cool. That's one I wanted to get my hands on again for a while. And the High and Tight's got his Chaos Kush S1s. Is that what they are? No, is it? Yeah, Chaos.
Yeah, I think isn't that one a crossed out one? Chaos Kush 2 something, or is that one just straight up
they just say
S1?
Chaos Kush S1s. So.
Are they just straight up S1? Okay.
Yeah.
I did, was it? Fuck, I don't even remember. Triangle Octane by Chaos Kush. It was in that same fem tester that he was doing there, and he had brought some also, and it would appear that ours were pretty bang on to each other. I had asked my wife, how she kind of interpreted his too. If she got the same flavors and things as we did with ours, and we did. It was so. I was kind of happy to see that. Happy to see it kind of had the same structure. And while I know that the small bed, I had talked about it for a little while, I feel like it's a little underperforming. I think I've nailed it down to the light, and I think that seeing his compared to mine really would have shown that difference too, right? He had just that more biomass, looking like it was just had a little more energy behind mine than it did. So, kind of like I keep preaching, man. Getting to see all you guys and do all the testing and get all the stuff and get to see the differences. You can start diagnosing and coming up and seeing some real deficits and cool things in your garden, you know? Anyway, so once again, I just love fucking getting to hang out with all you guys and try all
Yeah,
the tea.
it's hard to explain to people how fucking cool it is. Like how just a different. We all come from different walks of life.
Right.
Basically.
I think that's what makes this group so special, though, is we all have our various backgrounds, man. We don't care where you're from, what you did in the past, as long as you didn't, do certain egregious things. This is where we can all come together. It doesn't matter what your political affiliations are, as long as we just shut up and don't talk about that shit, right? Doesn't matter what your religion is, as long as we just don't bring that kind of shit up. It's just we're here for a plan, to have a good time. I thought, how many times do you get the chance to just sit there for 2 or 3 days and just smoke without, and you know damn well there's no chance that you guys are going to go through all the fucking weed there. There wasn't a fucking chance in hell. Was it 206 joints, I believe, was the final count that at least I saw the night before we went to bed. Not sure if a few more got ticked on there the next day or not. I'd imagine a few probably did. It was fucking cool. And just the varieties, man. That's another thing is like, variety is the spice of life. And something like, Boats and Hose would be a perfect example of, I don't know if I would grow those just based on the name. It's got one of those names that doesn't necessarily do anything for me, even though it is kind of a cool name. But the weed was absolutely fire. That's probably not something I would have grown otherwise. And you go through all these names on there and you're just like, yeah, okay, let's give that a go. It was cool. Getting to try flower from all these growers that I've respected for all these years as people that I see and hang out with online. You see
that we've listened to talk shit. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And y'all weeds fucking suck. No, not absolutely. That's not true at all. Not true. It's very cool to finally see, okay, yeah, we do got some skills in the garden. Everybody here has got some fucking skills. And it was just cool. It's good to go back to work and get back to having the work hours off where you're not smoking dope and getting high as shit, because my lungs honestly probably need the break. The amount of weed that got smoked at booth camp, like my personal consumption there, was probably about the equivalent of a concert day. When we go road tripping and shit like that, we smoke a lot and come prepared for it. We don't typically do concerts for fucking 5 or 6 days straight, though. And holy shit, that's an endurance test. Between that, the yelling and screaming, the concerts, for 3 nights that we were at them, it's like, holy shit, man, my throat and lungs are just fried.
Dude, yeah. It's somebody like me. I've just been trying to fucking practice, right? Just the amount of the 2 days worth of smoking joints there fucking got me. I couldn't have done the concerts beforehand. Also, I mean, I don't know if I'd have been able to smoke joints if I'd have done the concerts beforehand.
I'd also like to point out that ain't nobody outsmoked BC. Team BC came up in force and we fucking represented. There's always that little minor fear in the back of your mind that's like, well, fuck, man, are we gonna get smoked under the fucking table here? Maybe we just think we smoke a lot, and yeah, we
just smoke a lot, right?
Yeah, apparently we're built for endurance at this. I think it was impressive. It was fun. Yeah. actually, man, that's not too far. There's a lot of people keeping up in booth camps and stuff like that. We cleaned house in Ontario though. It was Magpie was the only one that kept up with us in Ontario. It was fucking great. My favorite was Jay Patrick's buddy. I forget his name, but that dude was rad as shit. He was a big jolly guy, right? And just Randy, yeah. And when he was done, it was just like it was all smiles and giggles and shit like that, right? And he was just like, yeah, I'm done for a bit. I need a break. It was just, yeah, man.
He was at your house for the first Booth Fest at your house, right? I think he was. I think I met that dude too, right? Just kind of a heavy set, just happy motherfucker, man.
He's
just
a big dude. Yeah. Had his shit. Fucking great. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. Lots of laughs. That's
had a little goatee, I think.
I think so. Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I do know because I think I saw a picture of him, and I asked my wife. I was like, "Did we meet that fucking guy?" Yeah. Okay, Jay. Yeah, I thought I met him. Yeah, dude. I remember him being a fucking riot, man.
Yeah, I like him. Man, he brought these gangster ass friggin' pre-rolls that they're like triple infused. So they had like whatever the flour was in there, probably something in with the flour, and then they had like some kind of resin or sauce to fucking coat them, and then keef on the outside. And they were great. Okay, really enjoyed sitting out there smoking that kind of shit. Like I said, man, I don't think we missed anything with the opening bands, Jay. And honestly, I thought the Deftones fucking sucked. Their 6 songs or so that were good, but other than that, they kind of just put me to sleep. I feel no need to ever see them live ever again.
Yeah, that's when we realize that we've come too far. I think me and you were talking about it at camp. Caribou was like, the evolution that's kind of happened once I really got control of my garden and got back into this. It used to be I would have took a dustbuster and fucking swept or vacuumed the crumbs out of the carpet back in the day, right? You keep the roaches, you keep the fucking resin, man. Like, it was very much, and I still had that mentality as I was getting my garden back up, and to look at like now that where it's just like, nope, that one, like, yeah, that piece of weed looked at me funny. That one needs to go over there. That one doesn't get to go in the joint.
Man, I can imagine because you think, first of all, anything that was left on the trays in the morning was damp. So that had to get thrown out right off the bat. And I wasn't seeing a lot on the trays, but every morning there was crumbs and enough for a couple joints to be thrown on there. And then there's like, I don't know about other people, like, you're sitting there trying to roll every joint of something different because you're looking at about 30 fucking jars, quite possibly even more, sitting there. So everyone's going to be different, and you have crumbs from all of those. And I tried to be diligent about rolling solid joints. Every third or fourth friggin' strain that I rolled, I would roll a solid joint with the crumbs from the previous joints. I don't know if everyone else was getting good about that too, but there's probably a bit of where people are just like, fuck, I don't even know what that is. Just get rid of it type shit. Like, it was enough that like high school Brad would have probably fucking cried at the wastefulness of
100 fucking percent.
Even now too, man, I'll roll a joint right here on my lap, and the shit rolling down my fucking shirt after I'm done rolling that one joint is you do that 3 or 4 more times, and that's another joint right there. Like, so.
Oh, and sitting here saying that, right, high school me would have kicked fucking future me right square in the nuts. He would have fucking punched me in the throat at the wastage of the weed. All right, 100%. And I know, like big word here, talking about he's literally like smoking stuff he dug out, right? Like, some people still ain't quite got it that way. Big H, don't worry about it, man. Hang around. We'll get you there, brother. You have so much weed, you won't know what to do. You be giving it to everybody like we fucking. Don't worry about it. Got you. But till then, it sucks. Because, right, I think about, right, I'll be sitting there watching TV and I'll load up like my vape, right? I got my fucking, it goes from a scoop to my thing. I spill shit all over me. And by the end of the night, dude, I'll look down and be like, well, Jesus Christ, fat boy. And I'll have like a whole fucking joint on my gut. Yeah, I can use a banger just fine, Tom B. It was not a question of using the banger. It was a question of transferring the sticky goo into the fucking banger, which I'm really fucking bad at. That's why I don't dab. But hey, you know what? Who didn't break the fucking banger? All right? I didn't break the fucking banger. That's all I was worried about.
Break the banger.
Ah, but did the banger get broken? It did get broken. Not by fucking me. Yeah, so, yeah. That's always my fucking worry, man. I don't ever want to break the banger. Especially for the guy who never dabs, right? Because, right, you've seen the video. I look ridiculous when I do this shit. I'm going to make a mess. Things are going to go awry. This is what happens when the fucking fluff is around.
It was special.
It's always fucking special. Hey, just
did you know, honestly, the fact that we only had one banger there to get broken is pretty good, if you ask me. Just because shit happens with that many people around. That was good stuff. Oh, the Blue Jays walked it off. Fuck yeah, right on. Good to see.
I'm just glad you didn't get the. So if you would have had the video of me getting that dab into the fucking banger, if you would have had the video of me getting those dabs into the jar off of the fucking press, you'd have had an even funnier fucking video, because that was a fucking train. Like, everyone had to take it away from me, because I was like, it's not gonna fucking win, and they're like, motherfucker, it's winning. Like, you need to stop.
Now, this is actually what I was gonna bring up next. This is the most stoner ass fucking thing that could possibly happen. At booth camp, what was the total head count? Like a fucking dozen, 18 of us? My old lady says 18 of us. Nobody could bring a fucking torch. Everybody just had the next guy will bring the torch kind of thing. And we had 3 dab presses there. No fucking torch the first night. And we get a hold of Fluff. And lucky, he was the only person to show up the second day, I think. So, like, I'm sure we could have gone to a store and found a torch somewhere to get the dabs going, but it was, everybody just had that, yeah, somebody else will bring it kind of thoughts, and that was funny as shit, really.
That's what I said. And you know what? But I totally stonered it up, because I left that bitch with, like, I only have like maybe enough to do like a lighter, not a fucking torch, in my can. So I was like, I don't even know if I have enough butane to get us through anything. So luckily there was 2 cans there.
Yeah, no, it was funny. Well, and then also the next day, Kingfisher's, I can't remember if he was already cooking or not, but torch the size of the can. When we forget, you're the one that had all the plates and plastic silverware and shit like that, and we're like, want to eat breakfast and shit. It's like, well, Fluff's gonna be here like midday. I guess we better go to a store and deal with this.
Yeah, that was one when fucking, it was probably like Clay told me that he was gonna be going, and I was like, I should get him to roll through like on his way by and just pick up the silverware, because I knew I wasn't going to be there till the next day, right? I never make it the first night. Like, it just never worked out for me. So you can always expect me to be there the second day. And it was, I think it was breakfast, like Kingfisher made, and he sent me a message, and I was like, motherfucker, I am on my way. Like, I'm trying. Silverware is coming, I promise.
Yeah, it all worked.
Oh, shit. But yeah, I never think of that when I'm like the guy who's like, yeah, man, I'll bring the fucking plates and silverware. Oops. We'll leave that for someone else next year. Hey, look, man, we ain't got to talk. We ain't got to talk about fucking 2 cent like that. Come on.
I'm like a tic tac. Good times.
I don't even know, big word. I was out in the weed smoking area and heard we need food or silverware and plates, so went with to go and hang out with her. Went with Thunderdan to roll the store there. And that's when he told me the story about friggin' earlier that day. I was out there. See, we didn't have the dab torch, but we had rosin, so I rolled a couple of joints with rosin in them and passed those around. Apparently, unbeknownst to me, I chased E-Muff off, and as I rolled another one that was there was grapple fritter, and then there was grapple fritter rosin, I believe. Or no, how is it? No, it was his grapple fritter with rosin on it was what that was. And I was like, dude, you got to try this. Is like, where is he? This is amazing. You got to try it. So I go running into the house and find him. And it's like, you got to come try this. And apparently, but Thunder Dan was telling me that he was actually, I was hiding on here, right? I find this story out later as we're going to the store. And I was like, when this Thunder Dan's telling me, I was like, oh, that's right. And then I went in and actually found him with another rosin-filled joint. And, made his day great. So it was great when I heard that he was like freaking doing that to you the next morning, G-Bay. It just made me laugh because he went.
Oh, I popped out of the freaking, like I said, I came out of the door of the submarine barracks and was doing my morning, stretching and catching. And he's just standing there with a shit-eating grin, holding this big fat joint. And I'm like, oh, man, just give me a minute. And he just straight up said, like my dad or something, you had your minute. I'm like, oh, okay. Fair enough. Give me the joint then, and I guess we'll start my day with that.
Right.
One breath of fresh air. That's it. That's all you get.
Well, that's one of my favorite things. Like I'm kind of a slow. Anymore nowadays, I'm more of a slow starter. It used to just kind of be get out of bed, bam, I'm a rocket. Fucking take it a little slower nowadays. So when I get out in booth camp and most people are kind of up and out already, and I'm up moving around, it's kind of like Folger's coffee walking out in that bitch, man. I'm ready for it. I'm waiting. I'm fucking like amped and ready. Like wonderful to wake up to.
Yeah, it's vacation is supposed to do something for you, right? And it kind of sucks sometimes when you get done with your vacation and you don't feel vacated. This time I got the reset I was looking for. A lot of helmet time, which is something I'm really into, and a lot of hanging out with you guys, which some I'm into, talking, growing, and just discussing all the product and everything, and yeah, getting fat and happy, sitting around smoking weed and eating fucking baked goods for 3 days in a row. Go get all stoned and going playing with the goats. Like you got to witness me. I was getting down personal with that guy, man. That was a hangout session.
Right? Did you ever make friends with that goat, or were you still kind of tentative?
I got within petting range. Yeah.
You got close, huh? You got tentatively fucking okay with that goat.
We did all right. Yeah. The horse was kind of a dick, but.
The horse was kind of a dick. I didn't go over and try to fucking meet the horse.
Yeah, he's bigger than me. He can be a dick.
He's bigger than you. You can be a dick. Yeah. That's why I stay the fuck away from horses. They're big and they can be dicks.
Yeah, they'll fuck you up if they want to.
Right? Actually, I just heard some lady in my town just got fucking whomped in the head by a fucking horse, and it like fucked her up pretty good. Like busted her shit open in the fucking hospital for a couple weeks, kind of thing.
Did she get kicked by it?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking and it was all over fucking a fly. Like I guess a fly was irritating one horse, and another horse brushed it with its fucking tail. It pissed off that horse, so it just kind of kicked up, and she was in the crossfire.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
well, you think of like, yeah, just, yeah, I can't even think what that would be like. That's a lot of force right there.
Bro, I've been fucking hit in the head by some shit, all right? And the one thing that terrifies me would be a fucking no. I would not. Not ever.
That's why all of us are always like, that's that saying. Felt like I got kicked by a horse. You don't ever fucking want to be kicked by a horse. Never happened to me, and I don't plan on ever.
I've been smacked, I've been smacked by fucking hillbillies with, pissed off people with fucking pool cues and shit. I've been hit by martial. I've been kicked by some of the fucking best. But goddamn, I'm fucking thinking about a horse like a hoof. The problem is, the motherfucker's got a hoof and a fucking steel thing on the bottom of there. So when that bitch hits you, it ain't just the fact that he's got a leg like a tree trunk and is going to kick you like the baddest thing you've ever been hit. Then you're going to get hit with that fucking club at the end of it and that fucking steel foot. Fuck that. Guaranteed to split your wig open.
Yeah. It'd be actually fun. It's like, I heard they're making a new Jackass movie where you get them to fucking somebody to walk in front of a horse. Now, you can have like one of those riot shields or something like that, I guess, maybe, because, that we want you to live through it. But that'd be actually funny to watch people fucking walking up behind horses and just getting boot fucked.
Yeah,
Willingly.
Right, like give him a kick pad, like, a fucking training pad. Because I've had guys big enough fucking dudes, and I mean, I can throw a hell of a back kick, but I've had some motherfuckers who can. You'd think a horse might have kicked you. I'd like to see what that difference was. I'd hold a pad for a fucking horse real quick.
Good old miracle.
Only one leg though, not fucking two. This ain't a fucking double-legged fucking back. Only one leg.
Yeah, you don't get to pick. You just kind of
bullshit. You just get what you get.
Yeah.
If the horse does, if you've done pissed the horse off enough that it feels it needs to throw a double at you, but then you're getting that double.
You're getting the double.
Piss it off slightly less.
That's fair. Fair. Where'd my fucking torch go? God damn it! I lost my torch, guys. The fuck did it go?
I heard you guys talking about it this morning, but I wasn't there, so I'm going to talk about it again. Alex trying his stuff with the goat.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Goat's like, shit. Oh, hold on a second. I got horns and shit. It's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that. Like, I was at the car, and I was well aware that something was going on with the goat because I could hear everyone back at the hangout area. And then all of a sudden, like, it sounded like freaking, like one of them hit the other. And then all of a sudden, you just see the goat just come flying by. Like, I don't think I realized they can move that fast.
The aftermath, yeah. I don't think Alex really knew what the fuck happened either.
Oh, no, dude. Well, because the thing,
was like,
because the goat refought it at one point. When Alex got close enough, the goat said, all right, homie, I got you. And checked his ass. But, like, the goat was leaving, and Alex got there too fast. So the goat let him fucking know it wasn't fucking around. And but hey, man, like I said, big props to Alex, because he got back up and was like, oh, hell no, you didn't.
Yeah,
but
there was that second, though. Like, when he stood up, like, I know the animals are different there, but that dog had a look of perplexity on him, like...
100%. He was like, did that motherfucker just hit me? Yeah. 100%. You could see it in his face after that.
Bewilderment, like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh. That poor guy didn't know what the fuck hit. He was like, what the... But then he was going to go in for some more, and we all had to save him some embarrassment because he was going to get his ass whooped by a
hard, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, poor guy was going to get him fucking his ass handed to him.
Yeah. When things live outside, they're different. You're
right.
Too tender, bro. You're tough and all, but
Well, the other thing was, you know, that one person, whoever they were, I don't fucking know, but they brought a puppy by, and I think fucking old Alex probably could have got himself laid had he played it a little cooler. You
Yeah.
know, she was trying to give him a little fucking tail, and
He wasn't having
he
that with
yeah he fucking blew it.
Hmm.
Poor guy. So what happens when you're old and shit, and the fucking young girl comes up, fucking shaking her booty in front of you? You fucking lose all your cool. You're just like, yeah.
Hey.
he didn't know
Oh,
what the fuck
trust
to
me, I
do.
got fucking the flutters right now. I got someone making me weak when I get dumb.
Uh-oh. She-Bay's got the fucking whip tightening on him.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, no. Let's try not to resist this one. Got me.
Oh, dude, Caribou, I was just thinking about that while I was hitting out of this thing. Was that fucking link I sent you earlier for that fucking, fuck, I don't even know what the hell you call that, a banger? What would you fucking call that thing?
I don't know, but it was interesting. I was like, so it's for like your empty jars. It was like a banger for your empty jars, stab jars to sit on. It's for like when there's not enough to scrape one out, right? And I was like, that is a cool idea, but it would just make me feel like a desperate loser at the same time. Because yeah, I don't think I could do that.
I I kind of feel the same, but I definitely saw, like, dude, I think if I was I don't know, man. I feel like if I was a big dabber, I'd probably own one of those fucking things. I have to, because maybe there was something I really, really liked, and I was gonna get every goddamn bit of it. You know
No,
what I
that's
mean?
a good point. If you do a lot of dabs, that one last dab per jar over the course of a year, say.
Here,
that could
let's
potentially
think
be
about
enough.
this. Hold on here. Let me. For once, this is gonna come in handy that my kid fucking saves these for no reason whatsoever fucking ever. So, I mean, if I had that thing, I could theoretically have a lot of fucking dabs right now. So, so it's one of those, like, you know, if you had a banger that just fit in one of all these and you could clear, because there's probably a fucking hefty dab in quite a few of these if I was to go through them. But right, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna soak them in fucking alcohol to try to get the shit out. You know, these are all fucking junk to me. But maybe if I had that little fucking banger to put them on, I might fucking do that little just to clear them out before I threw them away. You know. But also, I don't know I don't know if a lot of them are all the fucking dab jars fucking glass at this point.
Yeah,
For
pretty
sure.
well.
Okay.
I got two on deck still.
But I thought it seemed kind of cool. I kind of figured I didn't know what your opinion on it would be, but mine was very mixed itself. So.
So yeah, with some popular opinion, I think I might run a majority of that Pack-a-Punch cross with the kind of indica structure with a lemon, the dominant lemon to it. Because that's the thing, like most people when they get a lemon terp, it's generally associated with sativa. You know, people get paranoid or shit like that, right? Like I don't mind. I know what I'm in for, so I'll smoke it and go wherever. But to get a nice lemony terp with an uplifting feel, but with like an almost narcotic background of an indica, where it kind of sedates you a little bit and kind of will kill your pains. you know, get rid of headaches and stuff like that, but not fucking Floria, because that's why I don't smoke a lot of indicas, because I turn into a stoner. I like my eyes go red and I fucking sit like a lump. It's great when I'm want to be sitting like a lump, you know what I mean? But most times I'm doing shit. I want to be, you know, fucking around doing something. But I think that's the answer for now. Maybe grow a little bit of that for the stash and see how it treats me.
It's
Problem
one of those.
heavy. Like it's like it's a ringer. So
One of those I always find a good. I always find good luck with that, like lemon cleaner turf. Right, you got to have a little bit of. I can't have that high test lemon. That shit that is just straight like only fucking kind of fake lemon or super candy lemon. Those ones are the ones that generally, and I do think of, and it may even be partly in my head at this point, you know, that they make me, yeah, they bring that fucking more racy high that I'm not looking for.
dude,
It
I'll tell
usually
you,
hits me in the chest a little too hard too, you
on the
know.
way home, I stopped in Chautauqua, New York. I think it is, maybe really close to the border. Um, I didn't realize I was that close. I wouldn't even have done this, but I stopped and I was like, I just need some pre rolls. I'm getting close to home. I just want to smoke one before I go across and blah, blah, blah. The girl's like, well, we got these $2 ones. I'm like, game. Give me two of those. Lemon drizzle. Sativa. Whatever. Harsh as fuck. Whatever. Sitting on the side of the road in this like trashy little dugout spot. And I finished smoking this joint not 10 minutes down the road. Am I not the most fucking paranoid person? Like, I'm freaking out now. But then, like, a couple minutes in, I'm like, settle the fuck down, dude. You just took a fucking little sativa joint to the brain and you're having a moment. Fucking settle down. But yeah, fucking too funny. And I'm like, yeah, there it is right there. Because, you know, sober as a judge pretty well all morning. Because I lost my bag of weed at the second campsite when I woke up in Ohio. Must have left it on the picnic table or wherever. It might even be in my bag somewhere. I don't know. I couldn't find it after that, anyways. So when I ripped that little pre-roll, that fucking got me.
When we were in Washington before we flew to Toronto in line at the Cypress Hill concert there. Before that, like when we first got to the venue, we met a couple from wherever the hell they were from. They were smoking weed outside the venue, right? They gave us a couple hits. I'm already just fucked because we've been vape penning it in the car the whole way there, right? We hit a dispo as soon as we crossed over. I start like kind of. It's very rare these days that I'll fucking accept weed from a stranger if I don't know you, because my trust is very small. I have very small little trust in people I don't know, I guess you could say. And, but like we'd smoke this weed and then like went walk around for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then while we're in line waiting, I'm all high as shit because we'd smoked more since then. I start freaking out that these people fucking might have laced their fucking weed or something like that, which was completely ridiculous. They didn't. It was just, I was all just fucking high waking up. That's all. But it was fucking, yeah, it was quite absurd.
The whole concept of fucking smoking so many joints, like the 200 and something joints that we smoked at boot camp, like I seen it earlier. 2 cents was like cough drops. I'm like, that's a good one. If you're gonna go, you need to bring cough drop or something for soothing the throat. Because I was nowhere near a participant of all these 215 joints, not even close, and I was getting ripped apart. But congratulations, did good.
I feel you. I know I'm nowhere near in on them. I try to be on as many of them as possible because, you know, I like to fucking. I'm not here for a participation award. I'm here for the fucking first place. You know what I mean? So I try to get in there, man.
Well, Ashley made it a game to pass it off to me. just have a big giggle and there you go, G-Bay. I'm like, fuck, another one. So I was doing with what Yemup and Caribou were doing. She was doing to me. I had to keep running away or hide or fuck.
That was
She-
actually funny once
she
I
was-
became
You
aware.
trained her well, Caribou. You got her trained well.
It's-
Joint assassin.
Well, like, we like to smoke a lot of pot. And I was like, before even leaving for this trip and not knowing, I was pretty sure it was in the 170s somewhere for the joint count from the previous year. I was like, we are breaking that fucking number. I was like, we were hitting 200.
And we had less people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did laugh that Thunder Dan. While I don't remember at what point, but he was out there. He's like, "Come on, guys, and he's talking in his Thunder Dan way. Like, come on, guys, do we really need this? Do we have to have the 200? Is it that important?" And we're like, "What sounds cooler, 170 or 200? Right? 200 sounds cooler, right?" And he's like, "But is it? Does it sound cooler? Because it's fucking cooler. That's how it fucking works, right, Dan?" So
Of course it's cooler. We got over 30 joints more smoked because we're fucking
Exactly.
awesome.
Shout out to Hooley's little tickle trunk. He had all his little goodies and gadgets.
Yeah.
Like I think everyone, pretty well brought a pipe or whatever, but Hooley had like a whole little array of things. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Hooley's super rad. Really glad we got to meet him.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice to see a couple new faces, especially people from chat that have been, around for years, right? Well, it was funny too because I had a personal talk with Hooley. I always knew I had an idea with this because I used to do some Instagram lives in my big garden out back, and that's how I met some of you guys. That's how I met Stoney Rockefeller. And so I met him there, and then somehow that's how I got drifted over here or whatever. But I had a gentleman that was in my chats all the time on Instagram, in there by his full name. I was able to do some, top-notch investigation and figure out who's who, and that's Hooley. So I'm like, shit, bro, we've been hanging out online for 6 years, probably. 6+ years, me and Hooley. I'm like, shit, man, it's nice to finally actually sit in the lawn chair beside you and just roll one up and reminisce, right?
Right? I mean, this show and people like Ye motherfucking Ha. He's one of maybe our oldest fucking viewers, man. Like, but to get to meet him is just a damn near an honor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because we were hearing about him for the Ross Adjust podcast. He was showing up in comments and stuff there and seeing him in live chats. Yeah. Yeah, no, he was one of the first names where when other names outside of their first couple Cannabis crew started showing up, you started getting Michigan Bros Grow Show names and stuff showing up. And every time one of these names would show up, we'd go in the back after the show and just completely fangirl right the fuck out. Like, oh my God, Painted Lady was in the live chat. Oh my God, did you see my fucking Hogs in the live chat? He actually took a while to show up because he was actually in there under a different name.
I was just gonna ask if you remembered because that was a whole different fucking scenario there.
Well, and the funny thing is that we all thought that
He was a chick.
Yeah, there was some good-looking blonde chick. I can't remember her name on Cannabis, but a very similar name to whatever name Emuff was showing up in the live chats as, and we all thought it was some hot chick. He's not some hot chick, I can promise you, after having spent a couple days around him.
After having them arms around me, I can tell you he is not a hot chick.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I always put these little pictures in my head of people I meet online that I see their name over and over again. Over time you develop a kind of like a fake picture of these people, like just like what you think they would look like, right?
Yeah.
And then you meet them for the first time, and so it's like,
Yo,
so I was
did
close.
did anybody get pictures of Yee and fucking G-Bay spooning in the hammocks?
Oh, we were both passed out, pretty well drooling.
That's
Oh,
all
just,
there is.
We were in separate hammocks, folks, just so you know.
they were, oh, really? Why were your tokens under Yee then, G-Bay?
Because I was
Why
in
were
that,
you,
I was in that hammock earlier in the morning, and that's
I've
why
got evidence. I have evidence that says you were in the same
he
hammock.
may have snuck in when I was sleeping. That's up to him. I don't know.
Oh, hey, he might have snuck in while you were asleep. No one said that didn't happen.
Yeah.
We got a few of those kicking around there. I got grabbed a couple extras because I wanted to give a few to guys like Colton and shit too. Figure Colton dig that.
Yeah, I know it's funny. I kind of just like stumbled past, and he was having a little snooze in the hammock, and there's two of them lined up, and I was like, "Whoa, let me try that." Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. Plus, like, I think that's right after I tested all 9 samples, so it wasn't shortly after I actually made it back to the submarine barracks, and yeah, a little nappy poo. I like the fact that we pretty well had a prescribed nap. Like, the one morning it was discussed openly, like, everyone took the time to like maybe we should have a nap.
I didn't.
You didn't agree. I know you.
No,
Not
I was
that
there
day.
to represent.
Yeah,
that
you guys
day.
did. Yeah, you don't fuck around either when it comes to joints. Big old gaggers.
No, bro, that's it. Caribou definitely is more of the Garden Club South Midwest fucking American than the fucking Canadian North or Eastern side was. It's definitely a different smoking vibe. You know what I mean? Major would have not accepted 90% of the amount of smokage that happened there because the joints were entirely too fucking long. Too big, too ridiculous.
It would get all resting by the end. What happened there?
I don't know. I was wondering if my computer was about to blow up.
Yeah, and like technical difficulties. Yeah, that's great.
Fluff doesn't seem to have sound. Fluff's computer that fucked shit up. I don't know what happened. Now it's gone. There's no humming sound.
Yeah, I muted Fluff's mic and it went away. I'll unmute it, and it's back. I mute it and it goes
What'd
away.
you do,
So.
Fluff?
Yeah, you broke your shit, Fluff. What are you doing? Stop hitting buttons. Where's his adult supervisor? There we go. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. We're good. We're back.
What'd you
No
do?
idea what the
Turn
fuck.
off your vibrator. Chat's always good for a good time.
I can't even hear anything on my side. I didn't know there was a fucking. Wonder what I did.
Out of nowhere, just me.
Yeah, interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, probably my headset. It's getting old. I think I've been using this pair of fucking headphones for this show for like fucking 2 years now at this point.
I'm
Good set of
curious.
headphones.
I'm curious to how Robert Greenfingers knows what that sounds like.
You know, when you know, man. Some people like to have some fun. Some people don't.
Like when you see those videos of like a girl rollerblading past or something, she's got like a colored light you can see. It's like, oh, see what you're up to.
And I don't know, man. Maybe there was like a trend or like somehow or another those popped up, and it was like with the clapper though.
Oh,
So
starts blinking.
yeah, makes you want to go out in public and just start.
Yeah, yeah, lighting everybody up, seeing who's participating. Oh, they make anything for anybody nowadays. I did garden work today. I'm proud.
You know, I only lost one plant in the entire time we were gone. And it was in a smaller pot than everything, most of the other stuff, in a slightly hidden spot to a new person that's never been in my garden before. Just a family friend that we had to kind of throw our trust into. And just said, hey, just give everything water, keep everything alive. That's good enough. And he did. The one plant, which is unfortunately one of Adam's natural gas crosses, is it's gone. That's life. Some of those Pakistani crosses, though, the to the Catahoula, are like they were fucking praying this morning when I went and looked at them for the first time. So I didn't even really look at plants yesterday. I was tired. I was like, fuck that. I got sleeping to catch up on. Dude, we know lots about butt plugs. We give them away to douchebags. We got the golden butt plug. With how amazing Booth Camp was, though, I can't. There's no butt plugs to give away to anybody. Everybody was just solid as shit. I was hoping that we'd be able to come up here and there'd be that one douchebag. I was really hoping it was going to be fucking 2 cents. I'm not going to lie. And we could all just shit all over him, but even 2 cents is rad as fuck. So
Yeah, I got to hang out quite a bit with him and chat him up on the way down. Like I said, when I woke up and the rain was at my fucking doorstep, basically going hello, I had to get moving, and because my plan was to wait for you guys, right, and maybe meet up with Big Word or whatever, right? But weather was like, no, buddy, you ain't waiting for nobody. So I got out of there as quick as I could. Well, heading south in the direction I was trying to get away from all the weather, running me down south through Pennsylvania, and who's on that route? Well, 2 cents. So Hooli was on his way already to meet him, and it was basically, I was gonna, if I went that route, I was gonna intersect at basically the same time Hooli was gonna get there. So I was like, oh sweet, a little pre-camp meetup, and hang with the boys. So got to show up there, met 2 cents and his brother, and met up with Hooli, and then got back on the road. So it was a nice little spot to rest instead of just a random Burger King. I got to go hang at his place, and then at camp got to sit down and chill with him a couple times, smoke a few joints with him and such. So shout out to old Two Sizzle.
Two sizzle, motherfucker. Yeah, I was feeling sort of good, moving around pretty decent, but that was kind of one of those where when we talk about the mobility issues, as well as I was getting around, I don't get around real well myself, so wasn't going to do too many trips up the stairs myself, so with him up there and me down there, I was kind of sad I didn't talk to him more than I did. So fucking next year, fucking we'll hang out more.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, shit, boys, look at that.
We made it.
That fucking time, man.
good to see. It felt weird not doing a show for that long. We've never gone that long without doing a show. Multiple times throughout the trip where before we even left, we talked about maybe just doing some sort of like on the moment, fucking just fire up in a 5-minute stream or long enough, smoke a joint or an Instagram live and shit. But not at one point in time throughout that was it a good time to do it. I just thought crosses your mind, and you're just like, nah, I'm just don't care enough to. To be quite honest, rather live in the moment. So here we are, and it feels good to be back at this and doing this again. Appreciate everybody and your patience while we were off and having good times and all that. We'll be back Thursday as usual by G-Bay and I for Thursday
Yes,
night
sir.
sesh. Hit like and subscribe on the way out. We appreciate that. Algorithms say, they like that too. It's all about
Bottom stuff. Yep.
yeah. With that, I gotta stop babbling around. I'm talked out, so you know what it is. We're gonna bless your souls with some rock and roll and get the F out. Let's do it. Oh, is it gonna?
Well.
And my computer freezes.
Alright. Take me down to the graveyard. Show me a resting place. Take this worry away from me. My final bed to lay. I need asylum.
Dude, I've been mowing on the belly flops that you gave us. They're pretty sweet. Except for the pink ones taste like toothpaste, and that's pretty icky.
I thought they were tutti frutti too, but they are not.
Toothpaste flavored candy, no bueno.
Well, that's why they were a flop. I told you there was going to be something in that package that you were expecting, and you were going to get something totally wrong, and you were going to be like, man, fuck that one.
No.
It's good stuff. Oh, I just about ate another pink one. So I was like, maybe I was wrong.
Wow, G-Base's not even inhaling anymore. Fuck.
Oh, that was a big toke. Come on. Yeah, trust me.
That was a big
I'm getting in trouble for smoking inside over here. Trust me, I inhaled.